My dear friends, as all of you know that we celebrated or we can say that awareness program was conducted throughout India based on the substance abuse starting from September 1st to September 30th in the last month. And same I would like to say because the education and the awareness for the youngsters as well as the elders also. Nowadays the substance abuse is very common around the areas. Even it has become one of the addictions for youngsters. So let us see today which are the types of addictions and how we have to prevent, and along with that the role of medicine. It may be the allopathic system of medicine, or it may be because of homeopathic or Ayurveda. Even there are the therapies are also there to reduce the type of addictions. So by definition, the substance abuse is behavior of excessive use of a substance to modify or control mood or the state of mind in a manner that is illegal or harmful to oneself or the others. Even here we are going to say that the good things also become, if it is addicted more, that also becomes as the addictions. So the more the sweet, more the poison. That's why the substance abuse which modify or which changes our attitudes and the behavior with the society and as well as with ourselves. There are different types of drug abuse are there. Nowadays we read in the newspaper, media, and even in case of surrounding areas, very commonly we can see that cocaine as well as heroin and marijuana, which is very common nowadays, we are finding out. Even there are the inhalants also there. Alcohols are very old story which are addicted, and ketamine is also one of the thing, and the painkillers. Commonly in case of the students, we are addicted to the painkillers, as well as all of us know that more than 2 to 3 years back in the media there was the one of the college where the students were addicted to cough syrup. They did a survey throughout the area belonging to the medical shops and other areas. They found that most of the counter sale, there they have seen that the codeine phosphate, which is the Corex, the cough syrup which was sold more and more. Then they understood that the students are addicted to, especially in case of medical students, are addicted to that codeine phosphate, which is that Corex syrup. At a time they have been addicted for the substances which make them to sedate and which make them to feel happy also. So that is one of the thing where it was addicted and which was very common in the previous. The nature of addictions. Should addiction to be considered as, is it a habit? Is it a failure of the health choice? Is it a failure of morality? Or is it a symptom of other problems? Or is it a chronic disease? So we have to define ourselves whether the addiction is a bad habit, or because nowadays we are seeing most of the addictions in case of the drug addictions, star, panpara, gutka, and which are very common. We have seen number of cases in case of the CA of oral cancer, CA of tongue, CA of cheek, and most of the time we have seen even the addictions of drug addictions also, which are going to cause the carcinoma of lungs, carcinoma of the liver and other part of the body. Effects of drug abuse. If the person is addicted, the basic living style is completely hampered, the health status also completely destroyed, education level also, the person is, even though if he is a student, he cannot continue studies because of the addictions and other attitudes and the behaviors. Employment, that also spoils the career of the person where he is working because of the addictions, and relations also spoiled because of the addictions. It is only the simple, we say all the time, we feel that addictions which will cause the major cause, it may be self, it may be environment, or it may be surrounding. Since starting from child, and there will not be any respect in the family or in the societies, and the person will be left out at any time. Substance abuse, the symptoms and the signs are abuse of alcohol and other drugs which will affect on the people emotionally, behaviorally, as well as physically. Addictive behaviors, you can see here very nicely shown on the image that addictions comes in the main types of excessive display. The certain behaviors can clue, that is eating is also one of the continuous eating, ravenous eater. We say in case of homeopathy, the person who goes on eating and eating, that is called as a ravenous hunger. And eating is also, if it is unlimited, then that also becomes as the addictive behavior. Second one is the gambling. Even the gambling, which was very common, and it is also there in the youngsters, are very nowadays it is very common in case of gamblings. And shopping, this is very common fact what we see in case of the youngsters, that in homeopathy we define it as psychotic disorder. Collections of the same item, number of different varieties, but the numbers will be more and more. Just very simple example is different types of bags, which may be the colorful bags will be there, or different varieties of bags will be there, but they are the same, looks like the same, but the numbers will be more and more. The shopping is also become one of the addictive part, and pornography, as all the youngsters have been spoiled because of this pornography addictions. Recently it had come in a newspaper, more than 50 to 60% of youngsters are addicted to pornography in case of the media, and during this lockdown period it affected maximum. Addictions of smoke and this one. Effects of nicotine on the body, which causes the increased cancer risk in the oral cavity and the larynx as well as the throat. Dependence on by the increased dopamine level, which is stroke, it may cause a stroke and the risk increase. Increases the respiratory rate, lung cancer, chronic respiratory diseases, increased heart rate, high blood pressure, atherosclerosis and myocardial infarctions. Even it causes diabetes, it causes peptic ulcer, even in case of the GIT, and even in case of male, the fertility rate as well as impotencies, erectile dysfunctions. Even for the babies in the womb also, it will affect the growth of the baby also hampered. And even there is the immunity, the decreased immunity power. We have seen the number of images about the slogans, that is dangers of smoking during the pregnancies, which also causes, because nowadays as per the media, as per the survey, more than 43 to 53% of female are addicted for this smoking in the Western countries as well as even in our country also. The effects of smoke, which causes difficulty getting the pregnancies, placenta complications, miscarriage, ectopic pregnancies, and effects on babies, that is low birth weight, premature birth, kidney damage, sudden infant death syndrome, and as well as the birth defects, which we see very commonly if the lady is addicted to the things. One more condition where we see in case of the people who are it may be fast food, what you say as a fast food, where Ajinomoto salt, which is used very commonly to create the taste, to create the flavor, and even the decayed food also becomes, if the person sprays on that, it becomes a more flavor as well as a more taste by this monosodium glutamate, which is also one of the dangerous food product which is happening in nowadays in case of the fast foods. So there are different varieties also there, different varieties of soups, cheese, even on the gobi manchuris or pani puris, or the people who they use to create a lot of taste in case of the eatable things. Effects of alcohol on the body, which cause the heart attack, heart diseases, brain damage, stomach complications, liver damage, that is cirrhosis of liver, pancreatitis, intestinal complications, and lung infections, low immunity power, and as well as the birth defects. Gutka is also very common, because this also the people knows. I asked one of the person where he was addicted, he has been operated for the CA, and even he is under the treatment of for the oncology, he is there in the treatment, but even I asked him one question, at least by seeing you, whether the friend circle of yourself left eating gutka or no. He said that no sir, still they are eating. So this is the status of our the circle. Even though the person is suffering such a severe condition, even there are the banners also there, media also publish number of times, even that the gutka pan parag wrapper itself is having the condition, that the CA condition is mentioned there with the image. Even by seeing also, the common people are not at all serious about the part of this type of addictions. This is very sad part of the society. Even they know that even the youngsters also addicted because it contains magnesium carbonicum. Magnesium carbonicum is one of the element which is mixed in the gutka as well as the whatever substances are there, which makes the person to increase the appetite. That's why if they take one chit and again they go on taking, that addiction creates because of magnesium carbonate. Even in homeopathic medicine also, one of the remedies there, magnesium carbonate. If we try that medicine, because signs and the symptoms, similar symptoms can be treated by homeopathic medicines, as we say in our line of treatment, there we can try and we can reduce, prevent the complications of such a type of addictions. This one practically we have to try, then only we can understand, because it is there in the remedy, but let us try from among us, and even we can give to the friend circle or the student circle who were addicted. So that's my sincere request for all the students, that try to find out the people who are addicted. And here in all the case we say that addiction, the person's addicted person always must make his mind 50% at least. Yes, I want to be rid away from this, the addictions. He should think that stop drinking, stop smoking or stop eating. Unless he makes his mind completely clear, and the addiction cannot be prevented by any such a type of medicines. Coping with the substance abuse disorders. Here there are different ways of treatments are there. Seek the counseling as well as the therapies. Adopt a stress reduction programs. Exercise routinely, very commonly. I suggest that if the people, even the normal person also, should have the regular exercise. Cycling will be there. Very simplest form is the skipping, cycling, playing cricket or playing football, spending a early morning at least for half an hour or 30 minutes time in a ground makes the person very fit and fine mentally as well as physically. And even the persons can be get rid away from such a type of addictions. Manage your schedule to avoid excessive use of times, that is idle times, because if the person becomes a sedentary, if a person becomes ideal, then the thoughts will go in a different way. Again he may go into he may land in the problem of addictions. Even simple tea drinking also is an addiction. If one to 2 cups of a tea drinking is okay, but there are the people are there where they drink more than 10 cups, 15 cups also, that is also the harmful for the health condition. Commit to regular support to the group meeting. In case of Western countries, and there are so many countries are there, even the clubs also there, friend clubs are there, where the addicted people will be there, they gather and health awareness talks will be given to them and modify their lifestyles and to reduce their stress, depressions, anxiety, everything can be discussed among them, and the correct line of treatment and whichever required for them can be given along with the counseling and the psychotherapies. Prevention as well as the treatment. The goal of the treatment is to return to productive work. Involve them in the activities, different types of activities. As earlier already I said, the medicines, there are medicines also there in allopathy, even Ayurveda, all the systems of medicine, they are having medicines. Along with the medicines, we have to rectify by doing the counseling, behavior therapies, group counseling, family counseling, even individual counseling also we have to find out. See, unless we try to find out the cause behind the addiction, always we should not keep in mind that addicted person, if the addicted, then try to find out, is he really addicted to the substance, or is it essential for him to have the addictions? The cause behind that, there may be anxiety, there may be the part of failure in the part of their life, there may be a problem of their family problem may be there, or whichever he wanted to achieve he could not get in the life. So we have to find out the cause, especially try to find the cause, treat the cause, and definitely the result of the addictions can be prevented. This is one of the area where you have to find out. Instead of giving the result of the addictions, try to find out the cause, and the remedy will be applicable for such a conditions. Counseling and other behavior therapies replace the drug using activities. Drug resistance skills we have to find out, motivate the person, problem solving, and as well as interpersonal relations should be brought to the normal, because if the person is addicted, the friend circle will be less and less, those are good, and addicted people will become more and more along with such a things. So interpersonal relationship also to be maintained, modified very well. So this is what I would like to say about the substance abuse and the drug abuse, and even we have seen the different types of AIDS as well as HIVs with the different conditions. So this is what I would like to give the awareness for the youngsters, that before the addictions, try to find out what is the cause behind you, why you want to go for addictions, and try to find out the reason behind that, and treat that reason or cause, treat that cause, and the person will not land in the problem of addictions. I say here, one lady can improve the society, even one lady can destroy the society also. Because why I am saying is that the lady can improve the whole society, can convert the healthy society for all the youngsters, because she is having the power to say that to stop smoking or to stop drinking also. Even she can create to start smoking or drinking also, both vice versa, because one of the great stalwart says that the persons, the achievement, whichever they are doing, always the lady behind him, they say that in that context, I would like to say that anyone can become healthy, anyone can become away from the drug abuse or substance abuse, unless he finds his cause and understand properly and try to be in the healthy conditions, try to control the mind by praying. Regular praying is also one of the essential part of the life. Regular exercise is also part of the life. Reading good habits, good books, along with the games, involvement in case of the different activities like jogging may be there, skipping may be there, cycling may be there, playing the music, even the tabla or harmonium or guitar, whichever instrument if they learn, along with their studies, because all of us should know that education is the part of our life. It is not the life, but life is different. We take always in terms of education, we take in terms of the life, but the remaining part of the life is what we do, what we develop in our regular routine life, so that will become the good healthy condition of the society. Thank you one and all.